Hi, I'm Hannah Jane Fox. You may know me from the telly. You may not know that, like many of you, I also live in Harlow. And that's where I am today, just outside of town, on this farm, where the farm's just finished bringing in the harvest for the year. And over there, as you'd imagine, are lots more barns waiting to store the wheat that came off them. But today, I'd like to take you around the corner to a different type of barn. It's the storehouse for the Harlow Foodbank. Harlow Foodbank is a place where the food donated by people like you and me can be sorted out and passed on to those who might go hungry without our help. I'm going to meet Dave Evans, who works here. He's going to show us around and explain what happens to any food that you donate to help others. Dave, this place is huge. It looks really complicated. Can you show me how it works?
I'd love to. We have the food all comes in. Sometimes the vans will bring it in. Other times we'll have people who will drop it off. And it all comes in here. Come, let me show you this a minute. When the food arrives, and it's all sort of higgledy-piggledy, we get lots of all sorts of bits and pieces. And then what we have to do is we have to sort that out into the various different types of food that we're going to use. And it then has to go upstairs where we have to do some sorting. We have to do some date checking and making sure that we know exactly what we've got. And what we do then is we have to go through all of these tins. You'll notice the dates on the bottom of those tins. If it went out of date, then people wouldn't get the food that they need. And also we don't want people to get food that's out of date when we give it to them. So the food that we've date checked, we then bring back downstairs, and eventually it will come in here, and you see all the food around the edges here. That's all been put there ready for our wonderful volunteers to start loading up the boxes. Now we put it in boxes because we deal with different size families, and we need to make sure that they get enough food for how many people are in that family. And that's what the ladies are doing here at the moment. They're loading up a box which is then eventually sent out and given to the families so that they have got exactly what they need. So here are the boxes that we've put together for the different size families, and what happens with these now is that they will go out, they will go to St Paul's, which is where we give the food to the people who need it, and then it's taken out of those boxes and we put it into plastic bags. They can be any of the store bags, and the reason behind that is we don't want people to feel uncomfortable when they're walking out. It looks like they've just been and done their shopping.
In our town, there'll be many of us giving thanks to the harvest, grateful for having plenty to eat and drink. But for others, they'll be wondering where their next meal is coming from. It really is up to us to help each other through this difficult time. The great news is that here, the food bank is ready and working flat out. They can take whatever you've got to give and make sure it gets to the people that need it the most. So if you bring your food offering, they can collect it and pass it on to those affected by this current crisis. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you for all your help.